give a nice warm welcome to feature act. You seen him on Last Comic Standing. He was a writer for The Ellen Show. The very funny Chip Pope.
Seth Cockfield, everybody! Let's hear it! Yes! Cockfield! I feel the same because my original name is Chip Valley Vagina, so it's a variation of his. You're right, it's really easy to make fun of your name. Well, it's another white guy in a collared shirt with glasses. Just to mix it up a little bit. Whoever's booking the capital city is doing a bang-up job or just has a dork fetish and is watching on a cam in the back room, licking the bean. Well, it's great to be here in Austin, Texas. Yes. I was at the Target today, and I walked into the Target, and I was looking for an accessory for my iPod. So I went up to this employee, and I was like, "Hey, where's the iPod accessories?" And she goes, "I don't work here." Well, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't wear a red shirt and khaki pants to Target, bitch. People might get the wrong idea or something. And then I started looking around for an employee, and I noticed a lot of people wearing red shirts and khaki pants. I couldn't find an employee anywhere. It was like trying to find a real police officer in West Hollywood on Halloween. "Officer, I've been hit in the face with a beer bottle. Do you need any poppers?" Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I was a very ugly child. How ugly were you? Thanks for asking, ma'am. I was very ugly. Let me put it this way. When I was a kid, I was on the swim team, I was a Boy Scout, and I was Catholic, yet nobody molested me. Golden opportunities they passed up. Because look at me now, playa. Yeah. That's right. And my stepmom would put me in a variety of molestable outfits. Don't forget your Speedo. Put on your neckerchief. Wear that altar boy dress. It's weird, right? A guy in a dress, right, buddy? You feel me? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm living in Los Angeles now, but I was originally from Pampa, Texas. Population 18,000. Salute! Yes, any Pampons in the room tonight? All right. The only mascot with a string, Pampa. Our football team is out for blood. Pampa is the only place in the United States where hee-haw is on C-SPAN. That's what the intelligence level is in Pampa. Most towns when you drive in have a nice billboard that says, "Welcome, Chamber of Commerce." For a long time, one of the first things you saw in Pampa was an ad for a hospital that reminded you, depression is treatable. That's a nice way to say welcome. I think I know what we're in for. There are some cool stuff up there, though. There's some cool junk stores up there. One time I saw this clock, I just had to have it, so I go up to the guy, and I was like, "How much for the clock?" And he goes, "I'll live here." It wasn't a junk store, it was just shit in his yard. I was very embarrassed. But he was super friendly, He had, like, his name on the back of his belt, I think it's like a cheat sheet. And I was like, "Hi, I'm Chip. What's your name?" Bob." "Oh, I'm sorry. That's backwards. Bob." Tampa, guys. I don't do sit on a fucking stool. It's great. Sit there for. It's nice to be here during Christmas time. Last Christmas, my uncle got a little too drunk on Jack and Coke, so he dropped his pants around his ankles and announced, "I'm gonna fuck me some turkey hole." Which is how Grandpa died, and I think they had a horrible relationship. I think my uncle was just rubbing it in. I was at a thrift store the other day because I love wearing clothes that have absorbed other people's sweat. So I was in there at the thrift store. It's fun at a thrift store to hold up an item and go, "Did anybody die in this?" That's always fun. But I was there and I heard like the worst Christmas song in the world. You know that one that's like, "We wish you a Merry Christmas"? Because it just sounds, first verse just sounds like a bunch of drunken carolers on a doorstep, repeating everything over and over. "We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year." Which is fine. And then the second part is like, "Oh, bring us some figgy pudding, oh, bring us a figgy pudding, oh, bring us a figgy pudding, and bring it right now." Well, this has taken a turn in just 2 verses. "We won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, so bring it right now." What the fuck? Look. You show up drunk on my doorstep demanding some sort of pudding that hasn't been available for at least 400 years. To get you to leave, I have to, "Oh, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry..." That's how it ends. It ends all like, you know, when a drunk calls you apologetically. My mom likes to get drunk. I love my mom. My mom is awesome. She's the most important person in my life. No one will ever love you like your mother, you know. The problem is, though, sometimes my mother's love is a little too unconditional. You know, I feel like if I murdered somebody, they'd be like, "Well, I guess they were just asking for it. Help me finish this salad." They needed to be stabbed in the neck mercilessly. No one crosses my son. But she's like one of those high-class kind of drinkers, you know. So they're like, this is from the Bordeaux region of France. It's a great bottle of wine. I'm going to drink 3 of them, glass by glass. You won't realize I'm wasted until it's too late. She always says like weird stuff when she gets drunk. One time she told me, she's like, "You know those disinfectant wipes that you use to clean your house? They don't really disinfect. They just move the dirt around." And then she had to get drunk to work up the courage to tell her that. The worst, though, was one time when my brother and I were 11 and we were getting undressed to go swimming, and she accidentally walked in on us. It was like, oh, you know, we were totally naked. And, like, it was just embarrassing, right? But it was more embarrassing later on when she announced, "I don't know how you boys ended up with such big dicks considering your father and everything." Which is disturbing on a number of levels. One of which, we're 11. How big is that dick? That's sad. And then there doesn't need to be a second one. That's enough. Right there. With my mom, my family is crazy. My dad is very lazy. How lazy is he? Thanks for asking. He's doing a good job over there. He is so lazy. He takes books on tape into the bathroom. He won't even bring a book into the bathroom. The Firm, Chapter 1. The Firm. He didn't even know that was funny. He was listening to that. The Firm, guys. Come on. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, bring out some piggy pudding. Guys. Everyone's out of the gutter. Yeah, it was weird, like, growing up in Tampa because I'm a big homosexual, huge homo, big gay wad. And, you're like, what? Yeah, that always confuses. This part of the show confuses people. But women always go, "Yay!" Guys, not so much. Women are always like, "Yeah, we're gonna watch Sex silly city and share secrets. No, we're not gonna do that. But my family's like super poor when I was growing up, so I couldn't even come out of the closet because we lived in efficiency. Yeah, it's just tiny in there. I had to come out from behind a curtain separating the kitchen from the living room. I'm gay. Very anticlimactic. My family's cool with it for the most part, except my uncle. My uncle can't even say the word gay. He says, he's squirting. That boy is squirting. That boy likes to gather nuts. Take him over to a dirty hole. Squirrels. Squirrels in Houston. Bunch of squirrels up there. But yeah, everybody else is pretty cool. Except my grandmother. She doesn't know what's going on. My grandmother is crazy, you know. I always talk to my grandmother on the phone, and she's always like, well, don't want to run up your bill. You know, and I have to explain to her that unless we were to talk for the next 15,000 minutes, she couldn't run up my bill, you know. But I'm starting to realize that she knows it's a cell phone. She just doesn't want to talk to me. She's got better things to do. Like making Cool Whip containers into, I don't know, my grandma, what am I trying to say here? My grandma has like a freezer full of Cool Whip, but it's just containers. None of them actually contain Cool Whip. It's just full of shit that she cooked previously. You ever play that game where you gotta find the Cool Whip? Like, where is it? And you gotta eat frozen green beans on your pumpkin pie. Whenever I go to her house, right, I don't get to stay in her house. There's like the real house, and then the garage, and then this little guest cabin. Oh, it's scary in there. She's not a very good housekeeper. You know, there's a People magazine with Princess Diana and Charles on the cover. Like, when are you gonna get rid of that, Grandma? You ever been in a shower situation where you have to clean the soap? You gotta dislodge it from the tray like the sword and the stone, and then it's like, is that a piece of bark or like a twig or a fossilized pew from the Hoover administration? My brother has kids, and they're pretty much, I like kids. I think kids are pretty cute. I think that a lot of parents, though, with some of their colloquialisms, they don't like their kids that much. It's always crazy when they're going to give the kid nap time, and they're like, yeah, well, we better go put him down. What kind of weapon does that involve, exactly? Yeah, we got to go pull an old yeller on this motherfucker, and I go take this one out to pasture and hobble him. Oh, no, he'll wake up in 8 hours. Yeah. There's a good joke in there somewhere. Hey, it's not right now. Come back to the Late Show. But, I love my little niece. She watches Dora the Explorer. You know that show where kids learn Spanish, you know, by watching the characters on the screen that they're supposed to interact with? The problem is she never interacts with the characters on the screen. So it's just an awkward staring contest between her and Dora. You know, Dora's all like, is it in the forest or in the river? My little niece is like, oh, you're not gonna fucking break me, Dora. I'll stare at you for the next 15 minutes. I don't know how they think they're teaching kids Spanish when like every 47th word is in Spanish. You know?